I already regret everything about going for this full S rank, but hey, I get 0 views. I'm a little baby man, just on the beach. Get out of my way, you bunch of bullies. I'm just a little itty bitty baby. I think they just die after a bit, yeah. Is that a crystal? That coyote time is pretty generous, by the way. Bubble baby man. Bubble baby man. Bubble, 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 baby man. Baby, 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 bubble man. Claire's playing... This is apparently a Warhammer Space Marine game, and all I can say is, man, what a video game. I hope she keeps using melee, even though it apparently doesn't work all that well. I'm just a little man! And you make it your life's goal to bully me! I never noticed this guy. I thought it was like a little crown, but no, they got like goofy haircuts. I guess it takes Juan to know Juan. I don't know what it is, but Toree's jumps. He feels a little less controlled than everyone else does. So I don't feel as confident with what he can do. He might be just a little man, but he's a zesty little boy too. Gosh, can you imagine Raka doing this, Mr. No Depth Perception? Ouch. Yeah, this really does at times sound like a Mario 3. So... S.O. Ranko. S.O. Ranko. Splort. That's the appropriate verb, by the way. A man splorts. Again, it's weird that whereas here, it never really requires you to double back or backtrack or anything, even on multiple paths. Later it does. And I don't get it. I don't get why they just decided to add that. Does add a certain je ne sais quoi to these levels, though. Little man accomplished. He's also very fashionable. S. S. The S stands for S. The sound a snake makes. There's no cooldown. How could they not put a cooldown on this most powerful move? Just a little itty bitty baby man. Wow, this sucks. I'm gonna hate those later sections where it's a bit tighter too. Depth perception or not, this still sucks, and ha. Do you love baby bite? Little itty bitty baby bite. Help! I'm being bullied! Just a little man. The stuff you gotta put up with when you're this baby. It's like a Winnie all over again. Please use the appropriate verbiage. And remember to sport! See, this is what I mean. Like, Hannah and the other guy can just jump through that. Toree has to take the long way around. Baby. Baby. I should have probably done Toree last, actually. Thinking about it, he does make a perfect last character, because you're already familiar with the levels at that point. You know where all the stars are, so the one hit point doesn't burden you as much. I still think it's funny that, like, the bonus characters are dude from another platformer and dude from some completely separate game. Genre indeterminate. But hey, you're allowed to do that. You can get away with that stuff, you know? When you make a video game, and as long as you have the rights to it, even though I personally don't believe in the necessity of copyright, you know. Like, I know a lot of people could be like, how did I make money? Well, here's a question for you. Do you truly think that people are gonna go like, you know, I want to read someone else's version of Game of Thrones. I don't want George R.R. Martin's version. That's not how that works. People are always gonna be little babies about what canon is, and canon will always be what the original man said it was. The OP. You don't need copyright for that. I might say, well, then what about people copying my books and selling them? Well, I don't know. That feels like it's separate from the concept of copyright that I'm talking about. Like, yeah, people shouldn't just steal your fucking shit like that. But IDE should be free. Works. Those, yes, sure. But a character isn't a work. A character is a... Gosh, how do you put it? A conceptual framework of a work. You know, like, people are always like, oh man, I got a closed species, but those don't exist. You can't put copyright on that. Maybe a trademark? Maybe? You might get a patent on it, but it's not an invention, so you can't get a patent on it. But, like, I don't know, man. Someone's getting fuzzy with the rules on this one. Oh, we gotta go all the way over here. I'm just a little itty bitty baby man running through the land. Goodbye. See you later, chumps. Baby accomplished. Maximum small. Es Oranco. Why does it keep booting me back here? You know, we'll do the other. You know, why not make the last lap the victory lap, huh?